Hello everyone, and welcome to the Roguelike Monthly Marathon for Saturday, April 10th. Today's game is Crypt of the Necrodancer, a rhythm-based roguelike where if you don't move on the beat, you don't move at all, and as such, it's going to be very difficult for me to speak while on beat, while doing high-pressure moments in dungeons, but we'll see how that goes. You can see here on the trophy cabinet, we're up to 6 wins in 9 days so far. I'm doubtful we're going to put a 10th on the board today, just because most of Crypt of the Necrodancer I can do, but the final boss can be very tricky if you're not well prepared, so we'll see how we do. If you're unfamiliar with the project, here are the rules. We're just trying to beat as many roguelikes as possible in 30 days. Only the first run each day is the one that can be counted to qualify for a win, but practice as much otherwise as desired. Existing save files are fine. You always play as the main character on the default difficulty where applicable, and you have to just defeat the main boss to win. No secret endings, nothing like that. And legacy elements like banks and unlocks are allowed. Okay, so this is Cadence, the standard character for Crypt of the Necrodancer. You can see at the bottom of the center of our screen there, we have a heart. And moving towards the heart, we have several dashes, and when they get to the heart you can push one of the 4 cardinal directions and you will move in such a manner. And we are going to go down to all zones mode here. We'll have less starting health and we won't be playing for diamonds. That's something you do in the other modes. But without further ado, let's have at it. So all of the enemies move on the beat. They have different patterns and different vulnerabilities. But you have to imagine that we move on the beat, and then on the same beat, but kind of after us in the order, everything else moves. Lots of early bombs are excellent. Those are traps, we want to avoid those. Each shop has, each level has a mini-boss that you must defeat before you can leave, and a shop. Here, I want that monocle. The monocle lets you see what's inside all of subsequent chests and hidden rooms and stuff. So this early, that'll be a valuable addition. You can see at the bottom of the screen, under the heart, there is a coin multiplier. If that multiplier is higher, the drops from enemies are better. So to stay on beat means you're rewarded with more gold and a higher possibility of buying better stuff from shops and shrines. Now, these traps up here can be used to bust into this crate without needing to use a bomb. So we will do that. Extra cash. The monocle cost 88, so we'll go get that now. So the things we're looking for, we want a very good weapon and more damage. I would like... Oh look, there's a hidden broadsword in the chest here. I would like many bombs for the final. It's going to assist us in a way that I will explain if we get there. And then otherwise, more max health will be very valuable. I should have attacked the bat first. So the broadsword attacks the 3 enemy tiles ahead of us directly. Oh, we're gonna die. A dumb monkey. I should have let the stuff leave the room and fought it in the room before. Alright, so that is a loss for today, but because we've only been here for 4 minutes, let's do an extra practice run and see how that goes. So, if I win now, doesn't qualify for the monthly marathon, but it seems daft to put up a 4-minute video. So this is +1 damage, but all of the enemies are monochrome now, apart from maybe like their eyes, which help you identify which tier of that enemy you're looking at. And I'm just playing so bad this morning. blow this up, see what kind of teleporter is underneath it. It's a blood teleporter, and for 1 heart we can trade for a ring of +1 damage, which I will gladly do. So our base damage is now 2. But we are on 1 health. I'll take a torch, and I wouldn't mind coming back for both of those items, a longsword and a familiar of piercing. But to get 250 gold is a challenge on the first floor. Need to keep our coin multiplier up in order to raise those funds. There's a chest there, or a crate. This is where we started. Oh, we missed the beat, and now we're going to get less money. We don't have a bomb remaining. Oh, wait. +1 for head, +1 for ring, +1 for base is 3. So now we have the minus cap. We destroy stuff as we move. I don't really know if this is preferable, but we have it now, and having lots of extra room to breathe is nice. It does mean we can't dig in order to delay our movement for things like monkeys. But with 146 gold, we'll go check out the shop again. We can get one of those 2 items I wanted. Probably the familiar of piercing, given our current situation. Because if we do this, now we can just force any creature to be in the space below us where our translucent rat is, and they will take damage as they move. So since we're digging through the ground as we move, it gives us an extra layer of freedom to attack stuff. So there's our mini-boss, the red dragon, defeated. That unlocks the staircase for us. But we're going to look around for the shop and loot and anything else that might be of benefit to us. There is a bomb trap there. We can push this crate over to it. And there you see our familiar doing work for us when we're off rhythm because of our minus cap. I'm not a huge fan of the flail, but it's certainly better than our dagger. I like bows, crossbows, and how much money do we have? 149. Take that. Bows, crossbows, and warhammers are my preference. I don't mind a whip as well. Well, I don't think we're going to get into there. Unfortunately, our shovel isn't strong enough for us to break through that kind of stone, and we're out of bombs. We can go through a trapdoor because we've defeated the boss. It's all the same at that point. Do we have 3 damage? We do. An apple is very greatly received. I'll take a +2 torch, and if we can come back for the meat, I'll be very grateful. 163 we need for that. So each stage, you'll see at the bottom of the screen there it says depth 1, level 3. I forget that this weapon has knockback. So there are 5 stages, each with a boss in between, and there's also 2 final bosses with this character. That chest is a mimic. You can tell because it's blue, and you do not get blue chests in this mode as standard. I will get rid of the helm. So now we're immune to bomb damage, which is great. We have a mystery weapon in our holster now. I don't know what it is until I can attack something with it. So, fortunately, by blowing up that shrine, we get a holster that lets us hold a second weapon. So let's see if we can't deduce what this weapon is. Although a boss fight might be a bad time to do it. We'll see what we can do. It appears to be a spear. If it's not a spear, it might be a longbow. Not a longbow, a long sword. But it's hard to tell. Probably titanium because we're doing 3 damage to things and we have a +1 ring. This shovel is excellent. It lets us do base +1 digging, so we can dig dirt like this and stone like that. And if we dig stone or dig anything and then attack something, we have infinite damage, so it'll be an insta-kill on any creature at that point. Weapons that have a reach of 1 are excellent for these mushrooms because they damage their entire perimeter. But if you don't have to enter that perimeter, then you don't have any risk of getting damaged. Gone pretty smoothly. And we are out. Down to 2-2. Sometimes these little secret holes will be empty, which is a shame. Sometimes they will have invisible chests, and you can see those on the mini-map as highlighted by I think a purple blob. We will do this. I don't even think I want any of these things. But I just want to blow this up, because in blowing it up... Oh, I know what weapon we have. In blowing it up, we get a +1 damage charm, which is excellent. The weapon we have is, I think, a titanium... what's the ones that pirates use? One of those. Scimitar. That's probably not pirates, is it? But... that's what we have. So if we are attacked by something... so we'll take these and heal. And because we overhealed with our meat, we turned those cursed hearts into full hearts. As I was saying, if we are attacked whilst attacking something else with a saber... we riposte the attack and are not damaged, which is excellent. It's a really good one to have for big bosses that will just keep attacking you over and over again. We just attack them back without taking damage. Another cursed heart here. And the really nice thing is the game takes your red hearts before your cursed hearts in this occasion. So that means that you can hold on to them and have a chance to overheal to keep them forever, all the way right up until a loss. Those guys will try and drag you into the swamp where you'll then be damaged. Check this secret room. There's a mimic. We could take the holy water, but I don't think we need it. It does like splash damage that also heals you. And here we're on double rhythm for this boss fight. And when you get a perfect boss fight, you get to pick an extra chest as well. It's normally orange is stuff, pink is magic, black is equipment. So let's see if we can't find a spell. Bat protection and better crates we do not need. So we will slip on the ice, and also on these maps there will be fire around the place. So we want to eat the ham first, overheal for that 1 heart we have, and then eating magic cheese overheals for 2 hearts if you're at full health. There'll be fire tiles like these below us. If you attack or dig while stood on the embers, you'll be hurt. So you have to time things out very carefully. This is my least favourite floor, I think. You can very quickly become overwhelmed. I'll take a shield scroll. Let's just use the shield spell once. And of course, earlier on we used a shrine of double mini-bosses, and so we now have to fight 2 mini-bosses to unlock the stairs on each floor. With that heart container, we are at 9 of 10. It camps out at 10. The thing I'm really missing right now is bombs. We have the helmet of bomb protection, but don't actually have any explosives at the moment. Here we can transmogrify one of our items, and I really don't love our shoes that much. Levitation is great. Lets us float above all of this stuff that would otherwise harm us, as well as traps, surface effects, all of that kind of stuff. It becomes a detriment on the last floor, but we can deal with it. Another mimic. Oh, this is the one that runs. Why are you running? Oh, it's got infinite storage pouch in it. Alright, well I don't want the second weapon anyway, but I do want to hold on to my current weapon. So we'll lose our holster holding a second weapon and pick up a pouch of infinite storage. This lets us hold on to unlimited food and scrolls and such things. But only consumables, not stuff like you can't have infinite rings because you have a pouch of holding. So here's another familiar. This will freeze our enemies. Like that. That item would go in our head slot and we would deal double damage, but also we would die instantly if we took any hit, and that seems like a bad time to me. Here's a Shrine of Luck. We have 1100 gold. We can play this for a bit. And we are out of cash for that. Nothing worth taking there. An obsidian spear isn't bad. But the weapon we have is perfectly sufficient. This is Holy Moly. Doing a bad job of the boss fights today. Must remember I have that scroll of shield should I need it. So this floor introduces a lot of very awkward enemies. I'll eat an apple. Let's just go peep the shop. There's a torch there that I want, I can see. This torch doesn't illuminate stuff better, but if you look at the mini-map in the bottom right, you can now see that we can see all of the walls. Which is great. It means we can kind of gently piece together where we want to be going. And we're away. So there's a lot of small rooms in the middle left here, and then we'll go to the top right for the shop. Bombs is excellent, we need those. I need the bombs for the final boss, so I'm not gonna spend one here, but if I can get this guy to stand there, I can have the enemy's bomb do our work for us. Now we'll go around the top side and look for the shop. Those confusion spells reverse controls. It's incredibly annoying. Okay, we've changed our ring to a ring of pain. This will cause damage to stuff as we attack stuff. So if we attack something, every other creature in the vicinity of us will also take a point of damage, which is pretty good on these very crowded spaces. You have to destroy that coffin in order to leave. A multiplier based longsword is quite good, but now I have the muscle memory for this weapon, which does the parrying. We're going to keep a hold of that. I'm going to take a moment to eat all these cookies. They heal a half heart each. And if you've clocked it, we had another familiar now on our left, which teleports stuff away from us, which is handy. Normally, I think it gets either teleported somewhere near you or directly to the shop, which can be awkward, but better than being attacked. Here, I would like different shoes now, please. Not those ones. Or those ones. How much was that next try for? Was it 380? $640. I don't know if we'll make that much, especially not when I missed the beat. If the song runs out, which can happen, it hasn't happened to us yet, but you can reach the end of a song. All that happens is a trapdoor appears under your feet, and you are forced to the next level, and if you have any rhythm bonus, you lose your rhythm bonus. So this is King Konga. You'll see in the rhythm there is a missed beat, which can really trip you up. And then once you defeat his conga line, I attacked on the offbeat there. Once you defeat the conga line, then he comes off his throne. Then you can attack him. And here, this is where we don't want to have boots of levitation, because if we stand on this yellow strip, then you will send an electric current through all of your enemies, attacking them in batches. But our Boots of Pain, our Ring of Pain, is going to do a very similar job, as you'll see. Alright, well that's not gone great, because these guys who are hanging out on the rails, we cannot attack. In fact, I will buy these glass slippers just so that we can stop floating for the remainder of these floors. I will go peep the shop. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Well, now we have no shoes at all, which is fine. Now we have +1 damage boots, which is even better. But we're low on health. The carrot is nice. It heals us for 1. We're just going to get out of here, go to floor 2. And hope for some more food there. Okay, an immediate shop, and then our boss room on the far left, the large room, typically on these floors. Lots of stuff getting teleported away from us here. Gives you what you need is a tricky scroll, because it can sometimes... It basically goes through an algorithm of, do they have an improved weapon? No, give them an improved weapon. Do they have an improved... Oh, that's an excellent spell. Like, do they have X? No, give them Y. Excuse me. Do they have X? If no, give them Y. But sometimes, and I'm not sure what the exact algorithm is, that can result in all of your armor and weapons being turned to glass ones. And glass is the strongest type of equipment in the game, but it can also break. But also, we have not currently picked up a potion, which is like an extra life. And if I could get one, I'd be very grateful. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold out until we're on 1 HP if possible, and then use it to see if we get the potion we might need. So here is floor 3, the last standard floor of the game. Unfortunately, there's no potion room here I can see on the map. That's a trap room. Oh, I'm so bad. It did it. It turned everything to glass, and I'm mad about it. I thought we might get a potion because we had 1 HP left. Evidently not the case. Well, if we're gonna be down to 1 HP, we might as well have a really, really good weapon. So the Warhammer attacks the 6 blocks ahead of you. It's excellent. But we died anyway. Well, that'll do it for today. Next time I will not take the Scroll of Need, evidently, because it just throws runs away. But this wasn't the qualifying run for the day anyway. That was the 4-minute run that we failed at the very beginning. So for now, our trophy cabinet remains 6 games in 10 days. Join me tomorrow where we'll probably have another punt at this. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.